The Montana driver who crashed his Model X speaks out, and Tesla gets indirect support from an unusual place. Here's your bite-sized Tesla Tidbits Weekend Edition for July 22nd, 2016. Back in episode 44, you heard the story of the Montana Model X owner who crashed his car and claimed that autopilot did it. Mr. Pang is back in the news with an open letter to Tesla, and we get this story courtesy of Electrek. The letter claims that Tesla is covering up deficiencies in autopilot, and that Elon should, quote, stand up as a man, quote, and, quote, take responsibility for the mistakes of the Tesla product, end quote. Tesla had already responded to the man's initial allegations and directed Electrek to that response. Its response then was the following, quote, this vehicle was being driven along an undivided mountain road shortly after midnight with auto steer enabled. The data suggests that the driver's hands were not on the steering wheel, as no force was detected on the steering wheel for over 2 minutes after auto steer was engaged. Even a very small amount of force, such as the one hand resting on the steering wheel, will be detected. This is contrary to the terms of use that are agreed to in enabling this feature, and the notification presented in the instrument cluster each time it is activated. As road conditions became increasingly uncertain, the vehicle again alerted the driver to put his hands on the wheel. He did not do so, and shortly thereafter the vehicle collided with a post on the edge of the roadway, end quote. So, we've not actually resolved anything. Mr. Pang claims Tesla is covering up responsibility for the crash, and Tesla points at the agreement to enable autopilot and tells the man point blank that he didn't follow instructions, followed by showing its logs. Lastly, sometimes you find support in the unlikeliest of places. Reddit user Caravaggio1 found a video posted back on April 1st from Goldman Sachs that waxes poetically about the future of vehicles and autonomous driving. While Tesla is never specifically mentioned, this video could have been stitched together using Elon quotes. Check out the link in the description to see the video. You can find links to the full stories from this episode in the description of the show. If you get some value out of what you hear each day, please consider supporting the podcast at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. All support goes directly into my Model 3 fund, and it is very much appreciated. Thanks so much to my super patron, John Walthour, for his support. If you have nothing extra to kick my way, it's no problem. You can still show your support with positive reviews, likes, and subscriptions on your favorite media services, and by spreading word of the show to other Tesla lovers. If you have questions or feedback for me, you can reach me via email by messaging podcast@teslatidbits.com or on Twitter @TeslaTidbits. That's it for today. I'll see you back here on Monday. Until then, keep it charged and hit the road.